my God, you're really overreacting.
Everyone else thinks the same as me, and we all think that maybe you're just being a bit emotional about the situation.
I didn't realize you were so sensitive.
I'm a really logical, cognitive thinker, and what you're saying just sounds too emotional. It doesn't really make sense. I've been such a good friend to you for so long now. How could you accuse me of doing such a thing?
That's actually not what happened. I can't believe that you're saying that about me. I would never do something like that. Hang on. If we're gonna talk about things that we've done to each other, what about the time that you did this to me?
Ever since you've had anxiety and depression and gone to your therapist, everything's about that. It's got nothing to do with the reality of what's happening in our lives.
You're acting crazy.
I thought we were really close and we would do anything for each other. I don't understand why you're making these accusations out of nowhere.
Oh my God, stop being so dramatic. It wasn't even a big deal.
I've been going through such a hard time. I can't even believe that you would accuse me of such a thing. My life has been so stressful and you're not being loving towards me when I'm going through such a crisis. Everyone else is having a really good time. I think you're the one with the problem. What do you mean you're stressed? There's nothing stressful about the situation.
Yeah, look, I think this is a you thing, not a me thing.
I've actually never seen that actually happening, so I'm not sure if it really happened. Maybe you're just interpreting it wrong.
Are you sure that you didn't just dream that?
You know how sometimes you say you have a bad memory? Maybe it's one of those things where you just don't remember, or maybe you just made it up.
Are you about to get your period?
How come you've been fine all this time and you're only bringing this up now?
Sorry, but what you're saying just doesn't align with my values at all. I can't have this conversation.
I was actually only doing that to actually help you because I care about you. My intentions were really good.
It was just a joke. Lighten up. I've done a lot of work on myself and I think I'm a really good person, so I think the problem is you.
Have you been taking your medication? Because you've just been acting really different lately and what you're saying doesn't really make sense. I'm actually still on my medication, but even if I wasn't, it doesn't discount what I'm saying is true.
It wasn't funny to me and I'm letting you know that it hurt my feelings.
Even if you perceive everyone else being okay with it, doesn't make it okay with me, and I would really like you to consider my experience of the situation. And even if I am hormonal and feel less tolerant, doesn't mean that what I'm saying is any less valid. I'm bringing this up now because I've reached a point where I've been able to articulate what I wanted to say, and I've also been feeling less tolerant about what's been happening, so that's why I'm bringing it up now.
We're not talking about that time. I'm wanting to focus on this incident at this time, so let's talk about that first.
It sounds like you believe being sensitive is a weakness, but I actually believe that it's helping me to really see the situation as it is, and I'm also being very logical in how I'm telling you this information.
I'm emotional at the moment because what happened made me upset, and that's a normal reaction.
This has nothing to do with love or our relationship or how close we are. This has something to do with my experience of this specific situation, not about our closeness.
Me bringing this up isn't insinuating that you're not a good person. I'm talking about a specific behavior that I'd like to address with you. If you're having trouble making sense of what I'm saying or having trouble hearing me, let's revisit this conversation at another time when you're ready to talk.
Actually, this situation has nothing to do with values. It's actually about this topic, and it's not okay for you to derail me and talk about your values and bring me into that discussion to confuse me about what I'm talking about.
I'm not being dramatic. I'm responding quite normally to an abnormal situation.
I feel like this isn't about my memory. What I'm telling you is that I do remember that the situation happened, and I'm very clear on the details of it. And I'm also clear on the way that it's made me feel.